Nicolas Coster was an American actor who died on 26 June 2023 at the age of 89. He was best known for his work in daytime drama and as a character actor on series such as Santa Barbara and Star Trek: The Next Generation. He also appeared in many Broadway plays, films, and TV shows. Coster was born in London to an American mother and a New Zealand father, who was a theatre critic and a Marine commander. He moved to the United States when he was young and studied acting at the Royal Academy of Dramatic Art in London and with Lee Strasberg in New York City. He married actress Candace Hilligos, with whom he had two children, but they divorced in 1981. Coster died at a hospital in Florida, according to his daughter. The cause of his death was not disclosed, but he had been suffering from a long illness. He was remembered by his fans and colleagues as a talented and versatile actor who brought life to many roles. Scott Pelluer was a former American professional football player and coach. He died at the age of 64 on 26 June 2023 after suffering a cardiac arrest and being in a medically induced coma for 4 days. Pelluer was famous for being a linebacker for the New Orleans Saints of the National Football League from 1981 to 1986. He played college football for the Washington State Cougars, where he set a school record for sacks and was one of the top career tacklers. He was drafted by the Dallas Cowboys in the fourth round of 1981 NFL draft, but was waived by them and signed by the Saints. He appeared in 65 games with 6 starts and had 2 fumble recoveries in his NFL career. Pelluer came from a family of football players and coaches. His grandfather, father, brother, and 3 sons all played college football, mostly for Washington State. His brother Steve was a quarterback for the Washington Huskies and also played in the NFL. Pelluer himself coached at several collegiate programs including Boise State, Northern Arizona, Washington, and Arizona. Ryan Mallettn was a former NFL quarterback who died in an apparent drowning at a Florida beach on 27 June 2023. He was 35 years old. He played for New England, Houston, and Baltimore during 5 seasons in the league, passing for 1835 yards and 9 touchdowns. He was also a football coach at Whitehall High School in his native Arkansas. Mallettn was born on June 5, 1988, in Bettsville, Arkansas. He attended the University of Michigan for 1 season before transferring to the University of Arkansas, where he set several school records and earned All-SEC honors. He was drafted by the New England Patriots in the 3rd round of the 2011 NFL Draft. He married his wife Lauren in 2016, and they had 2 children together. Mallettn died in a tragic accident while swimming with a group of people at a beach in Destin, Florida. According to the Ockaloosa County Sheriff's Office, Mallettn went under and lifeguards said he was not breathing when pulled out. Life-saving measures were immediately undertaken, but Mallettn was pronounced dead at the Destin Emergency Room. Robert Sherman was a renowned American radio broadcaster, author, music critic, and educator. He died on 27 June 2023 at the age of 90. Sherman was born on July 23, 1932 in Manhattan, New York. His parents were Isaac Sherman, a Ukrainian businessman, and Nadia Rosenberg, a Lithuanian pianist. He was also the nephew of Clara Rockmore, a famous feminist. Sherman had a passion for music since his childhood and followed his mother's footsteps as a pianist. He also played the clarinet and the saxophone. He married Judith Sherman, a Grammy-winning classical music producer, in 1956. They had 4 children and 9 grandchildren. Sherman began his career as a typist clerk at WQXR, a classical music radio station in New York City. He rose to become a program director and a senior consultant. He hosted several popular radio shows, such as Woody's Children, The Listening Room, and Young Artist Showcase. He also wrote for the New York Times as a music columnist and critic for more than 40 years. Sherman retired from radio in May 2023 after 6 decades of broadcasting. A month later, he passed away peacefully at his home in Ossining, New York. He was remembered as a warm, witty, and generous person who loved music and shared it with millions of listeners.